Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. Friday, we had a nice pop to the upside to the 413.5-ish level. That was Wednesday's high where when we had FOMC, market bounced up on FOMC around to that 413.5 level, broke down 412 and pushed down as low as 404 to the 403.5 zone, giving us a double bottom from Wednesday's low over here that you guys see here. And then from there on Friday, we bounced and paused right around that 413.5-ish level. Okay, so but we see a potential double top here. See a potential double top. All right. So we look at these things because we want to identify the key levels where there are strong buying pressure, strong selling pressure. And we see a double bottom here, 403.5 to 44 zone, double bottom. And we got some key level at 413.5-ish. All right. So I want to make it as simple as we can. All right. If you're a bull, we want to use the levels to guide us and follow the price action. All right, I have that 412 support level. That's this blue line looking at a 1 hour time frame. I got 412 and 410 as support level. If bulls can stay above 412 and clear 413.5, that would be a trigger for longs, go long. And I will put 415, 416, 417.5 in play, okay? 415 first, hits it, secure some profits, leave a runner, see if we can go hit higher price target. All right, 417.5 would be one of my targets. All right, remember the strategy here. We identify key levels, we watch how it reacts. If it break out of resistance, we look to long. Break down support, we look to short. So if you're a bear, you want to see some support level fail. Okay, it looked like a cup has formed. We could get a pullback to form the handle. All right, but 412 and 410 are support. There's no guarantee that this will be a handle and will go up, all right? We got to let the price action decide. We need confirmation. So confirmation, in my opinion, for this to be a cup of handle would be defending 412 and 410 as support and clearing 413.5. Trigger for longs. But if we break down the support, 412, 410, I will look to short. And that will put lower support levels in play, 408, 406, and 404. All right, we want to make it that simple. It's not about predicting, it's about reacting. I wrote here a general lean on my Discord. All right, I write a bull case scenario and a bear case scenario, but I wrote a general lean. My lean is that above 408, a rally to 412 is still possible. SPY actually went up to 413.5, but remember, that's not a prediction. I wrote a general lean based on what the price chart is telling me and what I think it possibly could happen. But at the end of the day, it's the trader that knows how to react unbiasedly in real time that makes the money. Okay, it's not about predicting. I had no idea the market was going to pop up. But I did have a trading plan, support resistant levels that I was watching, and a plan in tactics on how to enter and exit. That's the most important thing I want you guys to get out of my videos, is knowing the levels that I tell you guys, and knowing the setups, and just trading it unbiasedly. So like I said, if bulls can defend 412 and 410 and clear 413.5, I would look to long. If bulls clear 413.5, buy calls are long. If we break down 412, you can try shorting it down to 410, but keep in mind, if it breaks down and then recapture, that's a false breakdown setup. That will be a trigger for longs as well. All right. But yeah, below 408, I would be a little more bearish. Okay. Let's see if we got a double top, potential double top. Break down some more support, and these can be considered lower highs. All right. And then likely we'll break down this double bottom around 404-ish. Okay. But we need to break down 410 and 408 and 406. Those are the support levels. If it breaks down, look to short. Okay, guys? We got to try to simplify because there's a lot of fuckery going on in the market. A lot of bank stuff, a lot of bad news with the banks, right? Fed still raising rates. We got CPI next week. And is inflation still high? Is it improving? Is it getting worse? We'll see. And yet, we still had a squeeze on Friday. This is why we got to be unbiased. The market makers do not love us. There was a lot of catalysts for the market to drop, but it went up. Why? Because Apple earnings, which we're going to cover later in this video, you know? So it's you got to be unbiased because there's a lot of things that can happen in the market that can cause it to go up or go down. It's our job as traders to know the levels and know the setups, and we just trade it unbiasedly. Level to level style, securing profits. We just follow the price action. That is sheep style trading, okay, guys? So you got my levels, all right? Bulls need to clear 413.5 if they want higher levels, possibly a higher high, okay? If bears want a lower, if they want to make this a lower high and want lower lows, they're going to have to break down 412 and 410, and especially 408, because you guys can see here in this 15-minute, 1 hour candle, the clearing of 408 triggered a very nice move to the upside. That was Friday's action. So yeah, bears definitely want to break down that 408 level. Below 408, I do favor that we do break down that 404 level. All right, so that's as close a prediction I can give you, but the price action got to give us the conditions, the right conditions to be either bullish or bearish. All right, guys, that makes sense. So we move on to triple Q as well. I got a lot of lines here on triple Q. There's all my support resistant levels. We go to a 15-minute chart, though. We had a very straightforward plan on Friday. Okay, bull case, bulls needs to stay above 317.5 and clear 319. Trigger for longs. So that means when we see 319 clear, that's when we want to enter longs or calls. Put in 321 to 321.5 zone and play with 323 above. It played out very nice. 9:30 candle right here. First candle of the day, we cleared 319. That's his red line, and it just pushed up, going as high as 323.77. So it went a little bit higher than my price target, but come on, can't complain. That's a little bit more money right there. All right, these are not predictions. These are all just price action trade setups, and we just react unbiasedly. Now, as far as Monday goes, 323 is resistant relative to where it's at. Above 323 is 325 and gap fill at 326.4. Triple Q needs to be above 323 if it wants more upside, okay? If it breaks back below 321, look to short with 319, 317.5, and 316 back in play, okay? Don't get bearish unless it's below 321 and 319. Look to short if that's the case, all right? But watch out. Watch out for any fuckery from the market. Okay? We want to try to keep this simplified as we can. Above 323, 325, and 326.4 is in play. Below 321, that's when you want to short. And definitely below 319, that's when you want to short, because that's where the strong buying pressure started. Looking at the chart, that's clear. 319 is what triggered the up move. So if we lose 319, that will be a good win for bears. Does it make sense, guys? All right, that's my levels and trade setups for triple Q. IWM here, it managed to gap up and go towards the upside, but it stalled at the 23.6 fib level at 175. So for Monday, if bulls want more upside, they need to clear 175 to put 177 and 179.6 in play. Okay, there's support now at 173. If bears want to send this back to the downside, break down 173 and 171.5 to put 170, 167.5, 169 and then 167.5 in play, okay? Below 167.5, we could see lower lows starting with 165.6. All right, so bullish above 175, bearish below 173, okay? Tesla, had a very nice trade with Tesla. All right, nice move to the upside. If we go to a small time frame like the 1 hour, I was watching the basing because remember Tesla been chopping this past week. So you go to a small time frame, you can see the smaller details. Inverse head and shoulder right here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But you also see that we had an ascending triangle and the breakout level was at 165. All right. This was actually alerted in the Discord as well. Was the bull case. Bull need to stay above 160.5 on any pullback. Stay above 162.5 and break out the 165 resistance zone. Basing ends in favor of bulls above 165.5. And then I had my upside targets. And boy, oh boy, did it played out very well, popping up to 170-ish. Okay. So on any pullback, Tesla needs to defend that 165 level as support because that was the resistance of the chop that we had for a week. So 165 must hold. It doesn't have to test, but if it does test, you want to see 165 hold as support. If it falls back below 165, that is your trigger for long. That is a false breakout. Okay. Now, as far as the levels go, it needs to stay above 169.5 to head more upside. Okay, look at that big gap. All right, that gap's all the way up to 180ish. Okay, the next resistance is at 172.5 and then 176. All right, if it clears resistance, look to long. Above 176, I'll favor the gap fill to 180ish. Okay, as of right now, there is support. There is support at 169.5 with 167 and 165 below. All right, as I said earlier, below 165, false breakout. That should trigger to be bearish again on Tesla. And we could see more lower lows, 162, 160, 159, 157. All right, moving on to Apple. Here's Apple. Very good earnings. Very good earnings. Anybody wondering why did it pop? It has some very good earnings. Apple is a good company, guys. It's a very good company. Support is at 171.5 now with 170 below that. There is resistance at 176. Okay? Well, if it can clear 174, there's resistance at 176, 178.5, and 180 above that. Okay? If you want to get bearish, you can look to short below 171, 170. All right, for a level-to-level move. Now, for a medium-term bearish move, we still need to see the breakdown of this purple trend line, which we have not gotten. Okay, breakdown level is now at 168. Below 168, I would be bear biased on Apple. All right, and favor more downside. 168, 164, 162. And we still 159.5, and we still have that gap fill at 158. All right. Otherwise, just stay bearish, play it safer, and just go with the price action. Okay, guys. DXY is just chopping, not seeing much. Resistance still the same around 101.7ish with 102.3 and 102.8. All right. There's still that critical support at 100.8. If that fails, we're going to see more lows incoming for the DXY. Here is the VIX. It dumped. Looked like it wanted to go up and, give us some upside. But it looked like it wanted. Instead, it just back tested this trend line as a support. Okay, we broke out the white trend line. And we closed just above the white trend line on Friday. All right, so VIX going to need a bounce from here. Recapture 18.5. And maybe we'll see some higher highs clearing. It needs to clear 20. And 23.4ish, okay? But if it breaks back below 16.5, we could possibly see some lower lows on VIX with 14 as the next support, all right? Now let's end this with the option flow. But before that, here's dog pool. Dog pool order came in over 1.8 billion in premium at that 405 level. So we know institution had some activity going on at that 405 level. Looked like it may have been some buys based on the price action popping like this, but definitely at that 405 level as a dark pool order, dark pool level. Now here's the SPY filter for 500K premiums or above, 80% in the puts. Over 90,000 contracts went in the puts. We do see some aggressive sweep orders, over 13,000 size, 6,000 size, 400 strike price, 392 strike price. So despite this pop to the upside, we have people short in or looking to short this pop. Okay, Yeah, still seeing some more aggressive sweep orders coming in. Overall, aggressive sweep orders. This one's over 30,000 in size, 403 strike price. Okay, so that's something worth noting, guys. We're seeing aggressive sweep orders of puts, out the money puts. Same thing with triple Q right now. Well, this is not that out the money. 323 strike, but this one is 315 strike price. Okay. This is very bearish. 62% in the puts. Block orders. Nothing that really stick out. Although these sweep orders right here, they're in the they're calls. Okay. They're calls 177, strike price 181. So it's mostly put contracts, but the aggressive ones are calls. That's very interesting. Tesla, 84% in the puts, still coming in with those block orders. Hopefully we get more volatility with Tesla. Apple, nobody traded Apple. That's surprising. And the VIX, 100% in calls, despite the drop we had on Friday. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found value in this content that Uncle try to make. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Peace.